Here's an example of what we're going to be installing today. This is a corner wind panel. These go at the corner of your structure behind the roll-up sides, and you install these before the end wall plastic gets installed. Here's a picture of one of the corner wind panels of this structure. You can see it's behind the roll-up sides, and you can see that it's at the corner. So you're going to have 4 of these on each structure. You're going to need single channel for this. You're also going to need wiggle wire for this installation. Depending on where you source this, it may look a little different. You'll want snap clamps in order to hold the plastic temporarily in place. You're going to want a strong woven plastic. If you don't have a woven plastic, 6mm plastic will work, although it's not as heavy duty as woven plastic. First, you're going to want to install single channel from top of the baseboard to the bottom of the hip rail. You're going to want to do this on the first and the second hoop and at each corner. So first up, square your plastic against your structure and snap on a snap clamp on the interior of the end hoop. And then pulling tight from that snap clamp across your first and second hoop, you're going to want to, again, keeping the plastic square, begin to wire directly across from where you put that snap clamp. Taking a second snap clamp and pulling that wind panel plastic around your end hoop, you're going to want to place another snap clamp while pulling from the top down. Repeat the tension act that you just did at the top of the wind panel, and go ahead and throw another piece of wiggle wire into the bottom of that channel that you had previously installed. This is going to square up your plastic. Continue those down until they meet, and then you're going to use something that can cut the wire. A pair of pliers will work, and cut them where they meet, and finish pushing them into the single channel. Use small pieces at the top, as shown here. Use them in the bottom run of channel. Final step here is to trim up your corner wind panel. Don't get too close, but leave an inch or two. Leave about 4 inches hanging onto your baseboard at the bottom, and leave some of that excess at the top as well. This is what the snap clamps will look like. And the reason you have the snap clamps shown here is that way the plastic's held in temporarily on your corner wind flaps, so that you can go over your end plastic, your end wall plastic, and your corner wind flaps with just one run of wiggle wire. Having all that wiggle wire in there, it can hold it, but this is a good way to kind of limit what's in the channel. You can see here I'm removing the snap clamp. You'll remove these at all 4 corners as you're doing your end walls. Here's another picture of a completed structure with corner wind panels at all 4 corners. You can see that this one was done with 6mm plastic, and you can see that the corner wind panels are behind the roll-up sides as previously discussed. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos relating to greenhouses, high tunnels, hoop houses, and other agricultural infrastructure. If you need any of the materials that I've talked about in this video, feel free to look at the description, and I'll have some direct links to where you can find them.